Welcome back to the podcast. Today's topic is something that has completely taken over social media, the Sigma mindset. Everywhere you look, people are talking about discipline, silence, self respect, independence, and becoming emotionally strong. But here's the question: is Sigma mindset actually about self improvement? Or has the internet turned it into a fake personality trend? Exactly. Because nowadays, anybody who stays quiet for 5 minutes calls themselves Sigma. But real self improvement is much deeper than looking serious with motivational music in the background. Real growth happens when nobody is watching. And that's what today's episode is about. We're going to talk about what Sigma mindset really means, why people are attracted to it, the biggest mistakes people make, and how to build a powerful identity through discipline and self awareness. This episode might challenge the way you think about confidence, success, and even loneliness. So stay till the end. Part 1: What is a Sigma mindset? Let's start simple. What is a Sigma mindset? A Sigma mindset is basically a mentality focused on independence, self control, discipline, and internal confidence. A Sigma person doesn't constantly depend on validation from society, meaning they don't build their identity around attention. Exactly. Nowadays, many people only feel valuable when people notice them: likes, followers, approval. But Sigma thinking says your value should not depend on constant applause. And honestly, that's difficult because humans naturally want validation. True. But the problem starts when validation becomes addiction. When people stop asking, "What do I think about myself?" and only ask, "What do other people think about me?" Part 2: Why this mindset became popular. Why do you think Sigma mindset became so popular among young people? Because many young people feel mentally exhausted. Social media created a world where everybody is comparing themselves constantly. Somebody is richer. Somebody looks better. Somebody is more successful. Somebody gets more attention. And comparison slowly destroys self-confidence. Exactly. So Sigma content feels attractive because it promotes independence. It tells people, stop chasing approval, focus on yourself. But there's also danger in that message. Definitely, because some people misunderstand independence and turn it into emotional isolation. They stop trusting people. They avoid communication. They act emotionally cold. That's not maturity. That's avoidance. Part 3: Self improvement is boring sometimes. Let's talk honestly. Most people love the idea of self improvement. Very few people love the process. Absolutely. People love motivational videos, but they hate repetition. Everybody wants confidence. But confidence comes from uncomfortable actions repeated consistently. Exactly. Confidence is built through evidence. When you repeatedly keep promises to yourself, your brain starts trusting you. That's powerful because many people quietly destroy self respect every day. I'll wake up early. They don't. I'll exercise tomorrow. They don't. I'll study. They don't. And after enough broken promises, people stop believing themselves. That destroys discipline. Part 4: Discipline's motivation. This is something people need to understand deeply. Motivation is temporary, discipline is reliable. Exactly. If your goals depend on mood, consistency will never happen because emotions change every day. Some days you feel powerful, some days you feel lazy, some days you doubt yourself. But disciplined people continue anyway. That's the difference. And social media hides this reality. People only show success. Nobody shows the boring repetition behind success. The gym sessions, the failures, the rejections, the lonely nights, the slow progress. That's the real story. Part 5: Building a strong identity. I think identity is one of the most important topics in self improvement. Absolutely, because identity controls behavior. Okay, if somebody says, "I'm trying to read books," that's temporary behavior. But if somebody says, "I am a person who learns daily," that becomes identity. And identity changes habits naturally. Exactly. Your actions follow the story you believe about yourself. So if you constantly tell yourself, "I'm lazy, I can't focus, I always fail," Your brain starts acting accordingly. That's why self-talk matters. Part 6, the power of silence. One thing connected with Sigma mindset is silence. Why do people see silence as power? Because calm people usually observe more. People who constantly talk often miss details. Interesting. Silence creates awareness. You notice behavior, energy, patterns, intentions. But silence should not become fear. Some people stay quiet because they fear judgment. That's insecurity. Real confidence means you can speak when necessary and stay silent when unnecessary. Social media distraction. Let's discuss one of the biggest modern problems: distraction, especially social media addiction. People wake up and immediately start consuming content before even thinking about their own goals. And attention is valuable. If you can't control your attention, somebody else will control it for you. That line is dangerous but true because modern apps are designed to keep people distracted. Constant scrolling, constant stimulation, constant comparison. And eventually, people lose the ability to focus deeply. Exactly. Deep focus is becoming rare, and rare skills become valuable. Now to part 8, loneliness, solitude. This part is important. There's a huge difference between solitude and loneliness. Absolutely. Solitude can help growth. It gives space for thinking, reflection, creativity, but loneliness can slowly damage mental health. Humans still need meaningful connection. A healthy Sigma mindset is not, I need nobody. It's, I can stand alone if necessary. That's maturity. Part 9, failure and ego. Most people avoid growth because they fear embarrassment. Exactly. Ego destroys improvement. People want to look successful immediately. Nobody wants to look inexperienced. 2, but every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker was once nervous. Every successful creator once made terrible content. Growth requires temporary embarrassment. And emotionally strong people accept that reality. Part 10, mental strength. What is real mental strength? Mental strength is emotional control, not emotional suppression. Big difference. Very big difference. Suppressing emotions creates pressure. Understanding emotions creates intelligence. And life will challenge everybody eventually. Exactly. Pain is part of life. Failure is part of life. Rejection is part of life. The real question is, how do you respond? Part 11, how to develop a Sigma mindset. Let's become practical. How can someone actually build a healthy Sigma mindset? Number 1, learn to spend time alone productively. Number 2, build discipline through small, consistent habits. Number 3, control distractions. Protect your attention. Number 4, improve physical and mental health together. Exercise, sleep properly, read books, learn skills. Number 5, stop seeking validation from everybody. And number 6, focus more on becoming valuable than looking valuable. Part 12, final message. At the end of the day, Sigma mindset should not become a fake internet personality. It should be a tool for self-awareness and discipline. Real strength is quiet. Real confidence is calm. Real growth is consistent. And remember this, your life changes when your habits change, not when your mood changes. Small actions repeated daily create massive transformation over time. So stop waiting for perfect motivation. Start building discipline. And most importantly, become strong enough to respect yourself even when nobody is watching. That's real self-improvement. And maybe that's the real meaning of Sigma mindset. If you enjoyed this podcast, share it with someone who's working on themselves silently. And remember, focus on progress, not performance. We'll see you in the next episode. Both. Take care.